Welcome friends in my YouTube channel Easy Chemistry. Now today our topic is law of chemical combination. Law of chemical combination tips and tricks related to about this law. The law of conservation of mass, you know that it states that matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. Yes, but some facts are also there. Law of conservation of mass do not hold good for the nuclear reactions. Next बात कर लेते हैं law of definite proportion. Law of definite proportion do not hold good for the non stoichiometric compounds. Example देख लेते हैं. You can see here Eustachite. You can see here WUSITITS. The formula of Eustatites is Fe.95O. It means ferrous oxide is present in the ratio. Then it is non-stoichiometric compound. It is not be applicable for the non-stoichiometric compounds. Next बात कर लेते हैं law of definite proportion and multiple law of definite proportion and law of reciprocations. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल देख लेते हैं law of definite proportions and law of multiple proportions. For the isotopes it is not be applicable. For example बात कर लेते हैं H2O और for example next बात करते हैं D2O. For the isotopes ये ला हमारा applicable नहीं होता. Next बात कर लेते हैं. Now today our topic is stoichiometric. Yes, you can see here stoichiometric and stoichiometric calculation. The word stoichiometric is derived from the two Greek words stoichions means element and metrons means measurement. The stoichiometry thus deals with the calculation of the masses, yes, and sometimes volume also of the reactant and the product involved in a chemical reaction. Now देख लेते हैं एक example. Let us consider the combustion of methane as a balance equation. You can see here methane reacts with in the presence of the oxygen, form carbon dioxide and water. All are present in a gaseous state. Next देख लेते हैं. Yes, here methane, you can see here methane and dioxygen are reactant and carbon dioxide and water are called the product. Note that all are present in a gaseous state, but suppose that similarly in the case of the solid and liquid we represent S for solid and L for written as a gas. Now देख लेते हैं. From here you can see here the coefficient, you can see here the coefficient 2 for the O2 and H2 are called the stoichiometric coefficient. Yes, you can see here in this example the coefficient 2 and 2 from here are stoichiometric, known as the stoichiometric coefficient. Next देख लेते हैं 1 moles of methane. Yes, you can see 1 moles of methane gas react with the 2 moles of the oxygen to give the 1 moles of the CO2 and 2 moles of the water. Next बात कर लेते हैं. You can see here calculate example. Calculate 1.3. Calculate the amount of water gram produced by the combustion of the 16 gram of the methane. Balance, first of all write the proper balance equation. Reaction, it is a combustion of methane. We can write down methane plus 2O2 in present in the gaseous state. Then products we obtain carbon dioxide gaseous state and water vapor. Next बात करें 16 gram of methane correspond to the 1 moles. From the above equation 1 moles of, you can see here 1 moles of methane gives 2 moles of H2O gas, and 2 moles of H2O means that 2 into 18 equals to 36 gram, and 1 moles of H2O equals to 18 gram of H2O. Then 18 gram upon 1 moles of H2O equals to 1. Then you can see here hence 2 moles of H2O into 18 grams of the H2 and upon 1 moles of H2, then we obtain 60 gram or 36 gram of H2O. Same questions you can easily complete it. Next बात कर लेते हैं limiting reagent. Limiting reagents are those reagents which completely कंज्यूम इन अ कोर्स ऑफ द केमिकल रिएक्शन। तो हम कह सकते हैं कि जो किसी केमिकल रिएक्शन में कंप्लीटली कंज्यूम हो जाए, सबसे पहले कंप्लीटली कंज्यूम हो जाए, तो इस तरह के रिएक्शंस को हम बोलते हैं लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट। सच रिएजेंट दैट लेट्स सी हियर मैनी at times the reactants are carried out when the reactants are not present in the amount as required by the balanced chemical reaction. In such situation, one reactant is excess over the other and the reactant which is present in the lesser amount get consumed after some time, and after that no further reactions takes place whether be the amount of the other reactant present. Hence the reactant which get consumed limit the amount of product form and it is therefore called the limiting reagent. Yes. Next बात कर लेते हैं. You can see here example 1.5. You can easily solve it with the help of given values. Next देख लेते हैं. You can see here 50 kilogram of N2 gas and 10.0 kilogram of hydrogen gas are mixed to produce a ammonia. We are preparing ammonia. From here calculate the NH3 gas form. Identify the limiting reagent in the production of ammonia in this situation. तो first of all क्या कर लेते हैं, you can see here first of all हम equation सीखते हैं N2 when reacts with H2 form the NH3. It is known as the Haber process. In the presence of the Fe catalyst we form ammonia. Next बात कर लेते हैं 50 for moles of N2, 50 kilogram of N2 into 1000 gram of N2, 1 kilogram of N2, then we are converting here the value, then 1 moles of N2 upon 28 grams of N2. 28 grams means molecular mass of nitrogen. Then we obtain 17.86 into 10 to the power 2 moles. Then same situation we are following here for the hydrogen. The moles of hydrogen is 4.96 into 10 to the power 3 moles. Then according to the above equation 1 moles of N2 require 3 moles of hydrogen. Yes, for the reaction hence 17.86 into 10 to the moles of N2, the moles of H2 required would be, you can see here, when we multiply the 17.86 into 10 to the power 2 moles nitrogen into 3 moles of hydrogen upon 1 moles of nitrogen, we obtain 5.36 into 10 to the power 3 moles. But where have only 4 we have, yes, but we have only 4.96 into 10 to the power 3 moles of hydrogen. Hence dihydrogen is a limiting reagent. Yes. Next बात कर लेते हैं reaction in a solution. Yes. The majority of reactant in the laboratory are carried out in the solution. Therefore, it is important to understand as how the amount of substance is expressed when it is present in the form of solution. Next, first of all बात कर लेते हैं mass percentage और weight percentage W upon W, mole fractions, molarity and molality. First of all बात कर लेते हैं, you can see here mass percentage. Mass percentage is equal to mass of the solute upon mass of solution into 100. We can see here the example. Yes, a solution is prepared by adding 2 gram of substance A to 18 gram of the water. Calculate the mass percentage of the solute. Suppose that solute कोई solid sugar हमने dissolve की है water के अंदर, then how can we find out the percentage of sugar? Let's we see here the example. Mass percentage of A equals होगा mass of A upon mass of solution into 100. Mass of solution means solute mass of solute plus mass of solvent. Next, you can see here 2 upon 2 plus 18. Both are solute, mass of solute plus solvent equals a solution. You can see here solution is equal to, yes, then percentage is 10%. Next, you can also see here mole fraction. What do you mean by the mole fraction? Let's see here. It is the ratio of number of moles of particular component of the to the total number of the moles of the solution. देख लेते हैं यहाँ पर, if a substance A dissolve in a substance B and their number of the moles are Na and Nb respectively, then the mole fraction of A and B are given as mole fraction of A, number of moles of A upon total number of moles of solution, Na upon Na plus Nb. Same you can follow for mole fraction of B. Next बात कर लेते हैं, you can see here the molarity. Molarity, yes, it is the most widely used unit and it is denoted by the capital M. Yes, capital. The molarity, number of moles of solute upon volume of solution in liter. Yes, suppose that we have 1 m solution of a substance says NaOH and we want to prepare the a 0.2 m solution from it. Now 1 m of NaOH means that 1 moles of NaOH present in 1 liter of solution. From 0.2 m solution, we required 0.2 moles of NaOH in 1 liter. Hence we have to take 0.2 moles of NaOH. NaOH means sodium hydroxide and make the solution of 1 liter. Next बात कर लेते हैं, you can see here the 1.7 problem. Calculate the molarity of NaOH in the solution prepared by dissolving 4 gram in the N of water to form the 250 ml of the solution. With the help of the formula you know very well, you can see here molarity, number of moles of solute upon volume of solution in liter. Number of moles, you know very well, number of moles given mass upon molar mass. The given mass of NaOH, you can see here 4 gram and molar mass of NaOH is 23 plus 16 plus 1 equals 40. Then you can write here, you can see here 4 upon 40 and 0.25 liter. Then the molarity of solution will be 0.4 m. Yes, special note that molarity of a solution depend upon the temperature because volume of the solution is temperature dependent. Yes, very important topic. Next बात कर लेते हैं molarity. It is defined as the number of moles of solute present in 1 kilogram of the solvent, not in solution. Yes, the formula of m, it is represented by the small m. You can see a number of moles of solute and mass of solvent in kilogram. Next बात कर लेते हैं question. You can see here the problem 1.8. The density of 3m solution of NaCl is 1.25 gram per ml. Calculate the molarity of the solution. You can see here capital M is given, molarity given है, then 3 moles of per liter dissolvent, then mass of NaCl, you know 3 into 3 moles dissolvent, then we can say 3 into 58.5. From here it is a molecular mass of NaCl. NaCl 23 plus 35.5. Then we obtain 58.5 and 3 moles are dissolved, then we can say the 175.5 grams dissolved in 1 liter. Then with applying the formula we obtain 1 liter solution contain 1000 into 1.25. From here it is a value of density, then we obtain 1250 gram, and since the density you know 1.25, mass of water In solution, 1250 minus 175.5 given mass को, then we obtain 1074.5. Yes. Next, on applying the formula of molality, number of moles of solute, mass of solvent in kilogram, 3 moles upon 1.0745 kilogram, then we obtain 2.79 m. Small m represent for the molality. नेक्स्ट इसके साथ साथ में एक्सरसाइज के क्वेश्चंस को हम नेक्स्ट वीडियो में बात करेंगे। और थैंक्स फॉर वाचिंग अस।